Hi guys, my name is Nate Grotenhouse, and in this video, I'm going to be helping you set up your campaign Facebook page in order to run ads. In my last video, I explained the first step in this process, which is confirming your identity on Facebook. So if you haven't seen that yet, I'll link it in the description below. Okay, so once you've confirmed your identity on Facebook, the next step here is to create a disclaimer. Here is a sample page I'm working with. If we go down to settings on the left-hand side here, and then we scroll to issue electoral or political ads, this will get us to our page. You can see here I've already confirmed my identity. The next step is to create a disclaimer. So what you're going to want to do is scroll down here to this blue button, create a disclaimer. Now Facebook gives you a couple verification options for creating a disclaimer. I always go with this option that you can see if you click on see more, and then two other options will pop up. You can see contact information, website, and email, and your name. I go with contact information, website, and email. Now, if you provide these options, your ad won't display a confirmed organization label, but I've never found that to be an issue, and this has always just been the easiest for me working with other candidates in races. So we're going to select contact information, website, and email. This is just going to tell you that Facebook is going to store your information for a while in their ad library. Okay, and now Facebook is asking you for your organization details. Your organization name is the name that you have on file with the state. So for example, if I am Nate Grotenhouse for City Council, if that's what I'm going to put on all my advertisement paid for by Nate Grotenhouse for City Council, that's the name I registered with, that's what I'm going to put here. Here is your campaign address that you have on file, again with the state. Organization phone. Okay, so this is a number that Facebook is going to call in the next step with the verification code. So make sure that this is a number that you can receive calls at. Okay, so now what's critical in this step is that Facebook is saying, okay, if you want to become a verified organization on our platform, you need to have a website URL that has the same domain as the email address. So what I mean by that is, for example, if my domain, my website is Nate Grotenhouse for City Council, I need to have an email that ends in Nate Grotenhouse for City Council. So for example, it could be Nate at Nate Grotenhouse for City Council, or it could be info at Nate Grotenhouse for City Council. This is the way that Facebook is going to say, yes, you own the domain and you own the email associated with the domain. In this additional information section, I've always just entered in what I know. I've always known the committee ID and most times the treasurer name. Although this is technically optional, Facebook does say here in the fine print, it says your local election laws may require some of this information. So depending on which state, you may have to provide some of this information. Let's click next. All right, so now Facebook is going to confirm my phone number, and that's going to happen by them giving me a call. So I'm going to make sure that my notifications are on. Press call. And you can see I'm getting a phone call.
Your verification code is 7054. Your verification code is...
All right, 7054. Okay, perfect. Now they're going to confirm our email address and website. So we'll send code. And now we're going to navigate to our email. Now we're going to paste the code that we got from our email from Facebook. And now Facebook is going to ask to review your disclaimer submission. If you don't want your street address being saved in the ad library, you can click this button here. I'm going to click it. I'm going to click submit. Okay, great. Okay, once your disclaimer is in submission, you will see now that you have a disclaimer under Manage Your Disclaimers. It has that blue clock icon, which means it's in review. Within 24 hours, Facebook should have approved your disclaimer. Once your disclaimer has been approved, the next step is to link it to an ad account. You can see in this candidate's Facebook page, she's completed all the steps, but I'm going to walk you through basically how to do that. You can see here her disclaimer has been approved, and once it gets approved, you'll be asked to connect it to an ad account. A Facebook ad account is very simple to set up. I won't be going over how to do that in this video, but there's a bunch of other tutorials on how to do that. So you'll have a button right next to your disclaimer saying link to ad account. You can see here mine says change ad account, and this will just show you all the ad accounts that you have access to, and you can toggle on and off the ones that you would like to use. Once you've connected your disclaimer to an ad account, the last thing to do before being able to run ads is just assigning who's responsible for this page. This is important, especially if you're a campaign manager. You don't want to assign your own name. You want to assign the page name as the person that's responsible for the page itself. So you can see here it says Lozano for County of Santa Barbara Superintendent of Schools is responsible for this page. And the page is Lozano for County of Santa Barbara Superintendent of Schools. You can click on this view button and it will take you to the page transparency section. You can see how to claim this page here. You can manage who's responsible for this page. This is what it will look like. Again, you don't want to click your own name. You want to click the page itself, self-declared, paid for by, add disclaimer, and assign. Okay, and once you've done all those steps, congratulations, your page is now ready to run Facebook ads. There's one more optional thing to do, and that is to connect an Instagram account if you have one connected with your campaign. It's very simple. You just click Connect Instagram, Connect Account, Connect, and then it will prompt you to log into Instagram and follow the prompts. Super simple, and you should be ready to go. All right, guys, if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. I'm gonna be posting content like this all the way up until the general election, so please be sure to stick around, and I'll see you in the next video.